Here, wanna yo, this is crazy. Like right after I, I ended the Lizard, I went to Petty John, and it went say it, Petty John was doing some crazy shit. So then this thing, I'm using this under Fair Use Act. This is NFL films. I don't know if we're allowed to use these Jones like this, but I'm good with it like and yo. That's my favorite quarterback in the whole world. Right, yo, Mike Vick. He used to do that thing. He could slang that.
Did what I did. I understand the situation that y'all in. I understand how hard it is to come back from from a felony. I was in that cell right in the front. Without struggle, man, you'll never make change. My life changed for the better.
It's just a blessing to see that you made it.
Yeah.
It gives us at least hope, saying that somebody else can have a second chance and make it.
Like one of his runs, Michael Vick's path to redemption is at times winding and seems endless. The Michael Vick experience was a dance between trouble and triumph, on and off the field.
I'm sure when he was a kid and played tag, he was never it.
Newport News is a tough town, affectionately referred to as bad news from those of us that are from there.
Mike Tomlin.
In that city of championship, one way or another.
His opportunity came in 2004 against his former idol Donovan McNabb and the Philadelphia Eagles.
When I say kill, you say Vic. Kill, kill, kill.
The gains that he had made throughout his career, but in particular that year, when he'd take off and run, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, we fucked Michael Vick up.
I felt like if you shut down Michael, then everything else would be okay.
I think he is
stumbling and he's sacked.
Toughest games I played was against Philadelphia. They did a good job in keeping me bottled up.
Throws, intercepted Dawkins at the 30. It's a poor decision by Michael to throw this ball.
They put the ball in Mike Vick's hands and force them to do something they're not really comfortable doing, and that's dropping.
Being with my friends, hanging out with the guys, everything that I thought I was doing right I was doing wrong, and I probably should have spent more time in Atlanta. I should have spent more time in the film room, hands down. I probably had me a piece of hardware by now.
Michael had a group of guys that he grew up with, and they consistently stayed around him. We had a great bond on the field. We had a great bond.
The water bottle that Vick was holding contained a substance in a hidden compartment that had, quote, a pungent aroma closely associated with marijuana.
Yo, what the fuck? What, bro? Like, he couldn't. Yo, man, it's like AI shit. Like,
former #1 draft pick losing $120 million contract over dogfights.
I was surprised because
So look how everybody say the long road to redemption of football. Like, yo, look how everybody talking about this shit. Yo, bro, a dog is a fucking dog. A lion is a fucking lion. There's motherfuckers going out there trying to save the fucking lions. Y'all done went over there to Africa and snatched them illegally, fucking take out the horns and shit for stuff that you ain't supposed to hunt. Hang that shit on your wall, and y'all get at Mike Vick because he's fighting some fucking dogs. They fighting dogs. Y'all let fucking chickens fight, don't you? Everything gotta be something when somebody getting somewhere. But it is the same thing in almost anything you do when you starting to get money. Some people you gotta cut off because they, you know what I mean? They be talking on them Yizaks. They don't know if the Yizak is his eye. And, you know what I mean? They don't see you. They, you know what I mean? They'll give you up. And that's what happened. That's what happened to Michael Vick. Michael Vick wasn't even at the jizz on some real shit. My celly used to fight dogs. He told me about everything. He's like, yeah, man, you know, Mike, he like to smoke that joint. He might smoke that woo out of woo. I was like, what? I said, Mike, what? But he always been my favorite quarterback, even though I just wish he didn't have to go through that, man. Yo, y'all remember the commercial that Joker threw the ball? That joint just kept going out the stadium. But the one that gave him a chance after he got out of jail, it was us. Yeah, and the Eagles gave him a second chance, and he beat the shit out of Donovan. Yo, when we traded Donovan McNabb to Washington Redskins, he beat the shit out of him. Then they had Deshaun Jackson and the other boy. But they denied him the record, though. That's the crazy part. Look at that shit. He showed his own paperwork.
I personally think that he's a sociopath.
The collective picture.
He's a sociopath for killing dogs. So let me ask you, when y'all kill a deer and cut his fucking head off and then hang it on your wall, that ain't a sociopath? Y'all made it's just like y'all do all the time for black people. Y'all make up fucking laws because y'all want to and you had the power to. Don't nobody, listen, for real. Yo, and the raccoon, motherfuckers supposed to care about raccoons. Yeah, rats, all of that shit. They supposed to care about everything. When God says some things was pestilence. But the ones that bring the pestilence and the dirt and the trash and all that shit over here, y'all the ones that always coming up with these laws, but it be other shit y'all be doing. Come on. Cut that shit the fuck out. Niggas don't buy $1 billion fucking team like they inherited $1 billion. The Moors have money that's wealth. But you said because he lied to you, you ain't. Man, so what? But he got a second chance. The boy went up to the jail and seen him from Indianapolis coach. And the boy came back and he was all right. Yo, this was fucking dogs fighting, bro. This wasn't like he killed a nigga. He killed a human being. Yo, dog done got so more adorable that the dog is more important than a human being's life. They made a federal crime up for killing the dog when they got a state crime for, yeah, you kill a human being. You can get bail on it. But you can't get bail on a federal joint because you killed a dog. Several dogs, like dogs, animals. Yeah, motherfuckers shoot. They shoot birds and all of that shit. Reduce the population of everything. Human beings. Yeah, birds, all type shit. Birds, prey. Yeah, that's the ecosystem. No, I ain't saying bull right for fighting dogs, but damn, yo, niggas made up a whole, I made up a whole statue for dog fighting. I ain't even heard nobody else get convicted under the dog fighting statute except for Michael Vick. But I remember when Michael Vick came, got with a woman from Philly. She was, um, I forgot her name, but she had a boutique down in Philly. But he came on, he had a strong woman next to him. She helped him get through that. And y'all know what Michael Vick did in Philly for the years that he was here. I don't know what he did with the Jets, but I know he did for the ATL. I know he did for, he was like 120 million. Like, all right, 120 million after tax. How much is that? Yeah, after the bull get his money, or Uncle Sam get his money. Yeah, you don't want people to know about that part. And then he lose everything, and then he really actually come back the second time. He seemed like he's a little bit more mature. Trying to think, I think he did finish. Finally finish a whole season. He usually always get hurt in the season, but he did his shit in Philly. Well, they said he was one of the fastest offenses out there. But Andy Reid gave him a second chance. Andy Reid's sons. They had, you know what I mean? They needed second chances too. Yeah, but let me tell you something. I'm listening to this woman talk, and I just can't, the things that she's saying about people that go to jail and all of that. It's like, what are you fucking watching? A movie? What do you watch? Eyes? Cause that ain't every drum. I mean, they got that drum called Eyes. Yeah, they be fucking in there. That drum be on HBO. Yeah, but that's some other shit. That don't happen everywhere. Y'all got so many fucking songs about a man that just has some fucking morals. And just like to be left alone. Just leave me the fuck alone. And if I didn't invest in something that y'all don't have the money to get back, yeah, you're gonna give it back. unclean hands was way preserved. Like I say, y'all coming. That means that you mean the disciplinary board of Pennsylvania Commonwealth. They in on this talk. You don't commit fraud to prevent what you think is fraud. When there's a thing called fingerprints. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. When it comes to amount owed to us and anything that possibly we have gotten from you, you supposed to give it to us. Didn't the president put it in there? Who the fuck is the next president that get convicted of 36 fucking felony? Come in and start saying, "Oh, I'm gonna start checking out all of this other shit." When you just got hit with like 36 felony, you coming in and trying to get it in everybody else shit. Got a whole fucking squad of fucking people provided up in the sectors.
Picture was a very bad one. There were tremendous concerns on my part about the severe.
Henry Hudson, U.S. District Court Judge. Now, let me tell you something about these judges. Because they judges, they got to turn over their financials and then they got to tell you if they're invested in, let's say, a certain fund. Or associated with some Hudsons that we just now went over.
Of the crime, the effect on the animals, as well as the attitude of the individuals involved in this operation.
Bad News Kennels was started us wanting to breed pit bulls with the patches and the ones that, look pretty, and it was show dogs, and we was gonna sell them. And it just went from one aspect to another. It was kind of scary back there. Everything was all black. That was our cover-up. So I will redeem myself. I have to. Somebody who's gonna be there for me, who's gonna mentor me, who's gonna help me.
This is a terrible decision. I got a call one day from President Obama. His primary reason for calling was, in a way, applauding us for giving Michael Vick a second chance. He knew so many prisoners and kids that just had gotten into trouble that never got a second chance.
A week after Mike signed, we went to a steakhouse in Philadelphia. We went in, people stood up and gave.
Said they went to where? A steakhouse in Philadelphia. She from Philly.
Sure, I'd call it creative. I'm not sure how good all the stuff worked.
Vic returned to Atlanta a much different man than the one who left. Now a gimmick player, seeing only a handful of snaps per game the 2010 season, and elevated Vic to the backup, behind Kevin Cobb.
Cobb at the gun. He is running. He is running. He fumbles the ball as he's hit, and they say it knocks out of bounds. Oh, is he something? Oh, is he something?
He has zero distractions, zero expectations. So you got this purity of Michael Vick, a mature guy that had something to prove.
I'm about to make it happen. I'm about to go make it happen.
For that short period of time, he reestablished himself as the best player, most dangerous player in the National Football League.
What a play! What a
Fuck out of here.
Vic.
Look how far he threw that jump. Yo, Mike was that poor. I remember that jump. I remember I used to watch these over and over again. Just I used to watch knockouts. Yeah, people get knocked out. Manny Pacquiao. I used to watch all that shit. You know what messed up about the NFL contract though? When we got Terrell Owens, yo, Philly number 81 was, yo, I'm telling you, I remember this time. I had my girls with me. We had our football. We got signed by Swoop. And I think it was like Lito Shepherd. As they had Jeremiah Trotter. Yo. A man did the dance on Ray Lewis. Yeah, Terrell Owens. That boy was a show. He was a show. You know he wasn't. He was straight up about what he was about. What he was about. I would love to see Terrell Owens and Michael Vick at this. Yo, can y'all imagine like Terrell Owens, Michael Vick, maybe Deshaun Jackson for a little time, McCoy or Westbrook in the back. Oh my God, damn! And then that tight end, we always had a good tight end.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Where he was in Philadelphia mentally.
Everybody relax, have some fun. It's an honor and privilege to play this game.
When the boy came back, yo, he came back. Let me tell you one thing I noticed about when you put the second string quarterback in, because the first string quarterback got hurt. the defense can't adjust. So they usually win that game. And then the defense got a week to try to adjust to maybe a faster, a more focused Michael Vick, and a more thankful Michael Vick that, like, yo, I got this second chance. I can't F this up. And I knocked the ball Donovan McNabb out of here. I can't, he can't F this up.
If he'd have had that in Atlanta, you'd have been talking about one of the best quarterbacks to ever play.
Boom. They said if he would have had that in Atlanta, meaning Atlanta didn't give him the support. Yeah, that's where we from. They trying to take over the Negroes' land.
Trailing by 21, with the division lead on the line, Philadelphia got its own Michael Vick experience.
Remember, they down 3 touchdowns. Yo. They down 3 touchdowns.
Floats it. Complete. Good. Running with the football is Selleck. At the 20. At the 15. 10-5. Touchdown! The quarterback draw. We've got a 1-touchdown game. He looks. He fires. Complete. It is to Macklin. And Macklin runs in for the touchdown! Is to Macklin, and Macklin runs in for the touchdown!
Met Life. That's the actual insurance company. You get your Series 7. You can work for MetLife. I think I got my Series 7. I forgot what it was. It was one of those New York places.
We're tied!
This is the type of game where legends are made.
Izai available at Macy's. Yo, you see everything else around. Yeah, this was a great game. I watched this shit so many times till I start watching everything else around.
Back dodge the punt. Jackson takes it at the 35. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Midfield! Oh! He's the 40! Oh! He's gonna go! And the Eagles win! The Eagles win! This is Miracle in the Meadowlands number 2!
Those are the memories that
Just the bull name.
I always have. I was a part of such great moments in the NFL. Nobody can never take it away from me.
We were watching TV, and breaking news came across the screen. Atlanta quarterback busted. I was already involved in pit bull rescue. I had been doing it for over a decade. The first thing I said was, we got to get one of those dogs. There was well over 50 dogs. The judge had actually ordered that they be. There was a number of them that became therapy dogs.
What did they become? Therapy dogs. So why y'all fucking with my therapy dog? Don't want me to have my therapy dog. Yeah, because they said I couldn't handle it. I got so many Jones on this app. I'm telling you, I can't make it up. Who is this woman that knows more than my doctors? What the metaverse ruling really means?
You're
I'm showing you a black heart with the mic and say bringing down the house and PDF bloggers.
I ain't going you see what just happened to Boosie? Put it out. MHB was scared to put it out because he was hanging around fucking schools. So you had none of that on me. So you had to threaten me. I ain't give a fuck. Which the fuck y'all? Your example right here. Brain box. Your imagination, all that shit.
Look, they actually telling her cooperation regarding Medicaid fraud. Please know the issue is currently under investigation. If you have any issues, you're not showing anything. They were already investigating. Get there early. I wouldn't put my company in no position my family or anybody in a position we not going to be able to get out because I see the back door before I go into the front. Know your way out before you go in. You live your life like that. Yeah. I mean, on some real shit. Why you putting in a John after you hear me tell you. So soon as I say I'm gonna fuck one of these bitches up, guess what pops up? A woman. And a cop. I ain't see the cop. For him. I'm wanting
It's
to
your
come
boy,
down
ain't it, right
95
there?
and 301 because you said some shit about my kids and my dead sister. I'm gonna fuck you around just like I told Shays to. I'm gonna get you. I got somebody for her because y'all thought this shit was a joke. Thanks for the favor, but no, I'm not getting into your group, bro. I don't know what the fuck y'all into. I don't give a fuck about what your group do and all of that. It could be whatever the fuck you want to be. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. Yo, don't be sending no chicks at me and none of that, trying to get me. Because the next thing, what did Puff get? All them sealed, all that shit in Puff case, the shit was all sealed. When R. Kelly got busted, they never told us what the fuck, who the fuck was who. But they had to have groomers. You have to have people groom these kids. Yo, I'm just saying.
I'm seeing this. This is crazy.
This shit is like make me want to throw up.
Yo, B, when he get out of jail, I just want to know where this motherfucker at, because I'm gonna confront this shit. This is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know we be on the internet trolling each other and all of this, but
see, like, but wow, who them 13 convicted. So when the nigga keep telling you all of that, it don't matter if you that woman abuser John, your lawyer got you off of that. He ain't gonna get you off of that kid shit. Now that it's on that the metaverse got booked, the fuck your lawyer gonna do? You pleading out, nigga. You in a position. That's where I wanted you. Go to jail. Put a Just Say No Scope shirt on him. Got him book bag with Just Say No Scope. You got him.
We can crank it up right now. Then hold on, let me, because I was doing schoolwork. I'm gonna crank this shit up right now. Then, I got it now.
But I was going.
but make sure it's funny on YouTube. I'm the king. I'm this. I'm that. What? I better grab that nigga. He might grab your kid. He might.
So you ain't the biological father? No, it wasn't, because that engagement was in June. I mean, the marriage certificate was in June. It was like June of 2022 after Alexis Ware. So this is my first analysis of it. I thought it was, just look at when I'm getting it. So a lot of shit went on by the time I got this. I was understanding why I put this shit out here. Y'all ain't liking this shit. Y'all ain't liking what y'all see right now. So Sanquilla Robinson, she get hit in where? Mexico. So I go say something to the lawyer boy, the bald head lawyer boy in Atlanta. You ain't understand. You understand what the fuck I'm saying now? You act like you couldn't understand. You're a divorce lawyer. You ain't understand what I was saying about you was lying. Why you didn't walk it back? Walk it back means take it back. What you sold these people, got all that money from them people and lied to them about Shanquilla Robinson in Mexico. When if you was a real attorney, you know that Mexico and the United States, you ain't just going to Mexico and they got a little corruption going on over there or whatever, or they don't. But they let them people go right back to North Clinton. Now, I'm taking it personal because I already know the Robinsons is my family. I know how much land we got, how far it goes all the way up. What people don't understand is it is the female that passes down the DNA to keep the family going. The female. But you gotta understand mitochondria and the DNA. That's something else, though. I ain't trying to go too far. Might be a Julian date.
Well, shit. Yeah, I called your name because I wanted you to come over here. Now, hit the link. Hit the link, nigga. Fuck out of here, talking that shit. Like, come over here. You gonna come over here and talk some shit? You wanna know what's wrong with me? Yeah, you wanna know what's wrong with me? Yeah, then you call me talking about something. I'm lying on this nigga. This nigga coming out his own mouth. All these fucking pictures. You still need a fucking police report? Here go the police showing it right here. Fuck the report number.
It's an investigation. Here it go. All right, let's look at that mirror right there. I remember they said something about his mirror was hit or something like that.
I told her to let me have the keys.
No, he said y'all can come. He said y'all can come. But why you say? See, that's the thing. Why you say? He said, "Fuck that. Let me have the
He
kids."
asked for the kids first. He asked for the kids first.
Yeah, why you was asking for the kids first? Where she was going? She got Look how slow they put that joint in perspective. Then the ball come over, even though he don't have no shirt on.
That's why I kept playing Planet of the Fakes. Nigga, that's what that dude used to call himself. King of content. And he was dead.
So let other motherfuckers be the king of content. I ain't the king of content. I just watch them.
From the NY. Planet of the Fakes ball. Last name was Drayton.
When you work or your hand, whatever you know what's my right, hands or walks away, whatever it is, and yet they send you videos saying, "Oh man, that info," but yet just like now, you have the goods on this bastard. He can't deny it.
He can't. And then these are not my videos. This is by police. That say.
And plus one more thing. I think you've heard about him going to, I think, South Carolina, offering his ass to an undercover cop. You heard about that?
Nah, he was there.
Now, I don't know this boy. Somebody done sent me the whole jizz joint.
Yeah, who was in room 220?
Just like now, you have the goods on this bastard. He can't deny it.
He can't. And then these are not my videos. This is by police. That say.
And plus one more thing. I think you've heard about him going to, I think, South Carolina, offering his ass to an undercover cop. You heard about that?
Yo. I say 220, and they say when what's name is showing that they kicking the door, it say 222. We in 222. Oh shit. Yo, they did say that the kids ops came at and it's like, that's crazy. They said the cop, yo, the boy said the kids, he said the boy, the kids ops, kids ain't that night. Now, I don't know if this was an undercover cop. Now, that's something different. That's something, yo. But it couldn't have been her. It had to be something because he wasn't her to roll. She wasn't going nowhere until the boy got there. When the boy got there and she saw him, her eyes lit up. So I know she wasn't. So when he hit me and told me the Rizzo, And bam. That's how I threw out the PI. And then someone said they wanted to see me. They didn't know where I was at. And then I heard a guy in the background. I don't know who it was, but I'm quite sure. Yeah, it's a wire. To see, checking the temperature to see if I come down there because I wanted to go to Mo 3rd grade. What would happen? And bam. That's how I threw out the PI. And then someone said they wanted to see me. They didn't know where I was at. And then I heard a guy in the background. I don't know who it was, but I'm quite sure. Yeah, it's a wire. Don't know why. This is a wire down there. Didn't come. I'm quite sure they could pick up all of that shit. Don't know why I didn't. Yo, this joint literally my joint. Yo, what happened? Learning all the time.
Yeah, 24 hours. I'm not saying they would have killed him, whatever. It is what it is. But still, it's kind of sketchy that a man calls you out of the blue and says, you know what? Here's how they shot him. He showed him everything, and he's dead. I'm like, no, that don't sound right. I'm sorry. It don't fire me. That's why I was trying to tell was it a bar today that, hey, look, this guy's trouble. Because something is not right. Oh, called you out of the blue and says, you know what? He's young dog. He's supposed to have friends in Memphis, and yet all these people that were talking to him come up dead. Hey, listen to you, man. This is crazy shit. There was a guy that called him. Okay, it was about, I don't know, a month ago. Okay, he's supposed to have found that secret door.
I remember that. Now that I remember the boy found the door. He climbed the gate. Yeah, we ain't never heard from the boy, and I kept saying, "Yo, what happened to the boy?" And he ain't never say nothing else about it. That ain't my business. I ain't, I can't. I listen. I got police for that stuff. I ain't getting into every death and everything because I don't get fucking paid for that. I'm on Mo 3rd.
To where young dog got shot at, and within 24 hours, his car was burned up and he was dead. I was like, hey man, why would he get his car burned up? He just called your ass. It didn't make no fucking sense. I'm like, I'm not a snitch, but goddamn, but come on now.
They ain't a snitch. That's why they keep trying to change the definition of a snitch. You're not a snitch if you ain't got nothing to do with it. If you don't got nothing to do with something, and the cops ask you something, you ain't snitching. I don't got shit to do with that. I ain't got to be giving you all no whole bunch of information, but I ain't no snitch. A rat is somebody that participates in a crime. A snitch is somebody that participates in a crime and to get a lighter sentence, they tell on their friends. Stop letting motherfuckers try to redefine words in y'all minds what they are or make up new words. You a rat. I say it with the utmost confidence because I know I ain't one And I know the government of the United States is mad at me because, yeah, some special agent tried to get at my wife. So, yeah, when you called me, motherfucker, yeah, I freed the plug. I ain't even fucking know you. So, according to the government, I'm actually a liar. And I show them every day how much of a liar I'm not. They hated how I came in that room and I commanded that room because I knew what I was doing. It wasn't illegal. Yeah, y'all came up with some lying on a goddamn saying somebody made more than they did. Oh, that's a big crime that's worth 30 years? Yeah, I ain't give a fuck if nobody ever showed what the fuck I did. I'm about that change act. And I know none of my people stole on me except certain ones. But I ain't try to hurt them. I ain't give a fuck. I just did my time to the head. Did my time to the head. That's why when I got out, my partners were still waiting for me about business credit or nothing. I don't want to hear it from nobody. You know, but yo, my people's done. Now, just think about this being all over the internet at the time that metaverse.
We sure something coming outside. There ain't nobody fucking put blood in the house.
Fucking G. Huh? What the? Look what it say right up there. DWI 845 right front V3. There's no way possible that somebody could legally break into me and my doctors. They like legally break into my doctor's job. He always know he must have been listening. They got DWI 845 for who? See, in psychotherapy, doctors trying to accomplish. I remember getting pulled me over from pulled me over for the guy that was the one. He got on the phone. I watched him get on the phone and call in. He had a beard. No, because it ain't coughing. Really matters. Really means. Right. Kill somebody. Who? Yeah, let's go. That's how you just know. I'm not just cause yeah, you say you African countries or you Mexican countries. Yo, people got beliefs everywhere. Yeah. And cool. Black people. I wait for my people to come in. Who? You know how the help was built. Yeah, you just gotta go when it's time to go, when you feel like going. Yeah, I'm missing an appointment and everything. Yeah, what appointment? Fucking John just said DWI at 8:45. What time am I supposed to be at the doctor? But that was forethought thinking I would be high because I was on here all day. Fuck all that. Y'all talking about. I'm looking at these numbers. Damn. which one is closed? Which one that closed that day? Oh, no. Meta reach $1,000. A share. Yeah. Use that. Give me one fucking money. I see, can Meta hit $1,000 share? I see, can it hit $1,000 share? That's on that 6-0. That's on. Look, Sophie. Look at all the Johns. Roku. Look at all of they Johns. They be on automatic. But it's something else though. I ain't saying nothing, and I guess they ain't gonna say nothing about it. So I'm chilling. Do something. Let me just try Bitcoin and see what it's trading at. 3 minutes ago. What Trump say? Yeah, look, that's just yo. Access is temporarily restricted. Oh, I gotta get off this joint. Yo, And I might be fucking the prices. Oh, let's do that. Oh, here we go. Hold up. Yeah. What I'm telling you. What do you tell us about the John? Yo, the nigga said the gas was going down. He's gonna bomb them people up. He ain't do none of that shit because they said everybody in America have 800 credit scores the next day. I don't know what's going on. How to bring down the price of anything because I ain't gonna be the first one to say a price. I'm going to sleep because they saturate in the other market, but you still gotta get in there and get a chain, a family chain, a trust. It needs to be a trust, and the family takes care of the family. For prices to move upwards. That's what I guess you'd call it Mr. Obama now. Mr. Obama. Money. People up top help the people on the bottom. Not that fucking crab in the barrel shit.